17th MAHARLIKA Online Sunrise Festival. November 27, 28, 29, 2020. Hosted by Raymond Bagatsing, Maharlika Ambassador. Maharlika, the pre-colonial name of the Philippines.
Welcome po sa 17th Maharlika Online Sunrise Festival, November 27, 28, 29, 2020. Maharlika, ang orihinal na pangalan ng Pilipinas or pre-colonial name of the Philippines.
We would like to give our sincerest respect to thank and acknowledge the following government agencies, private sectors, and entities who have given their continuous positive support for this event to happen even during the pandemic, and made it possible via digital online broadcast programming. Thank you and God bless us all.
Baba Namu Kevala, Baba Namu Kevala, Baba Namu Kevala, Baba Namu Kevala, Baba
Thank you very much, Hare Krishna, Eskon, sa mantra at saka doon kay Krishna Priya sa yoga. Actually, ang Hare Krishna, Hare Rama is a Maha mantra. Ano yung Maha? Means great. And Maha becomes Mahar when it attributes to many great resources and qualities. That's why Maha becomes Mahar. And La means container or a country. Okay, and Ik means small. And A is a suffix for feminine gender. And that is why it is Maharlika. Maharlika, a motherland. Okay, so that is the meaning of Maharlika with the Maha mantra. So ang susunod po natin ay ang pambansang panalangin para sa ating formal opening ceremony sa araw na ito, the third day of Maharlika Online Sunrise Festival, na walang iba ay si Professor Consolacion Alaras, former chair of UP Diliman, Department of English and Comparative Literature. Yes. So let us pray.
Pambansang panalangin sa pagsasakatuparan, panata ni Rizal at ng Katipunan, sa puri at kabanalan ng lahing Pilipino. O mabagin at mapagpalang Diyos,
O mahabagin at mapagpalang Diyos,
sa mga sandaling ito,
sa mga sandaling ito,
iniaalay namin
ilalay namin
ang aming mga sarili
ang aming mga sarili
bilang mga pinuno
bilang mga pinuno
at mamamayan ng bayan.
at mamamayan ng bayan.
Patnubayan po ninyo
Patnubayan po ninyo
ang bawat hakbang namin,
ang bawat hakbang namin,
hakbang sa landasin
hakbang sa landasin
ng kasapi
ng kasapi
sa multi-sectoral
sa Multi-Sectoral
Anti-Corruption Council.
Anti-Corruption Council.
Ipadama po ninyo
Ipadama po ninyo
sa bawat sektor
sa bawat sektor
na nakikiisa,
na nakikiisa,
bumubuo
bumubuo
sa pambansang panalangin na ito
sa pambansang panalangin na ito
ang maningning na biyaya
ang maningning na biyaya
ng pambansang pagbabago
ng pambansang pagbabago
at pagbubuo.
at pagbubuo.
Pagkalooban po ninyo kami
Pagkalooban po ninyo kami
ng sapat na lakas
ng sapat na lakas
na maisakatuparan
na may sa katuparan
panata namin at ng sanlipunan, sa puri at kabanalan ng lahing Pilipino. Idinadalangin namin ang lahat ng ito upang itanghal ang minimithi sa minumutyang Pilipinas, isang bayang banal, isang dambana ng bayan, na ang mga namumuno ay namamathala dahil namamahala ayon sa inyong kalooban, at ang mga mamamayan ay isinasabuhay ang inyong kagustuhan. Pagpalain mo po kami, aming Panginoon. Amen.
Thank you po, Ma'am Connie. Actually, si Ma'am Connie ay kasamahan ko sa PAMBI. Siya po yung nagre-represent ng NCCA doon sa Protected Area Management Board ng Pamitinan Protected Landscape. Yung Pamitinan Protected Landscape na declared yan during the time of former President Fidel Ramos. At bakit na-declare yan? Dahil yan ay napanaginipan ni Ma'am Connie. Oo, napanaginipan niya at may napakahalagang bagay na nandyan sa PPL. At yun ang Pamitinan Cave. Kasi, noong 1896, nandyan yung cave na kung saan ang ating Supremo, si Gat Andres Bonifacio, ay nag-declare ng independence sa Espanya. Independence, ang paghihiwalay sa Mother Spain ng kanyang anak na mga Katipuneros. So, nandyan po yung cave na yan at you can visit there anytime. Kaya si Ma'am Connie, through her friend, former Senator Shahani Ramos, ay tumulong para maging protected area yung Pamitinan. So, thank you po, Professor Connie Alaras. Ang susunod po natin na magbibigay ng inspirasyon at mensahe ay siyang naging presidente at ultimately naging chairman since 2007 more or less ng ang katipunan ng Samahang Maharlika na walang iba kundi si Police Lieutenant Colonel Ipil Dueñas, ang kasama chairman ng ang katipunan ng mga Samahang Maharlika. Let's welcome Colonel Dueñas.
Maharlikang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Mr. Ipil H. Dueñas. Presently, I am the chairman of the Ang Kasama, which stands for Katipunan ng Samahang Maharlika. Welcome to the online 17th Sunrise Festival. Ang mga nakaraang Sunrise Festival po natin, the only ruling festival since its conception. Pero ngayon po, dahil sa pandemic, mag-online po tayo. So, ano meron po sa Sunrise Festival po natin? Meron po tayong performance arts na gagawin, workshops, visual arts exhibits, pantomime, art talk, etc., which is commonly been showcased from all those Sunrise Festival in the past. Aside from that, in collaboration with the MAWF, which is the one spearheading our Sunrise Festival, may mga iba't ibang programa po tayong ginagawa. The likes of Pintinig, which is we chant for Maharlika, Musika, which stands for music, singing, and arts. Yearly din po yan. We have this Earth Fest, youth empowerment, social services, at saka environmental protection. So marami po tayong mga programang ginagawa dyan. Mga tulad nito, Art Talk. Feature natin ang ating national artist na si Kidlat Tahimik. We've also been doing medical missions. All throughout po yan. Sa nasabi ko kanina, Earthfest, ito po yun. We have Earthfest. Musika. We do meditation classes, workshop on mandala, workshop on dream captures, art sessions, preservation of Mother Nature, garbage recycling, rock skipping contest, summer jam, cultural night, unplugged po to. Ginaganap po to during summer. So ito po yung pinaka-programa natin. Siguro in the near future, gagawin din po natin to, i-reflect natin sa all throughout sa buong bansa. Dahil napakaganda na naging outcome ng musika. For the environment, ito pong ginagawa natin. Mangrove growing. All throughout the country, ginaganap po natin dito. Pero sinimulan po natin dito sa Sitio Sabangan, Wawa, wherein it is the national headquarters ng MAWF. We've been also doing educational tours, maliban po dun sa mga nabanggit natin. This is also yearly. Iniikot po natin ang iba't ibang mga eskwelahan o universidad para ipalaganap ang advokasya ng MAWF at saka ng AKSM. Gumaganap din po tayo ng tinatawag natin na youth empowerment. Yung youth empowerment natin, ginaganap po to twice a year sa iba't ibang parte ng ating kapuluan para naman mabigyan natin at ma-empower yung mga kabataan natin, ma-prepare yung isip nila para makibaka at maging mas matatag ang kanilang pag-iisip sa pagharap ng kinabukasan. Ito po, ginaganap din po natin to. Pag-network natin sa mga local government units, we've been working with the local government units all throughout doon sa Sunrise Festival natin. Paano ginaganap yan? Siyempre, ang Sunrise Festival ay hindi magiging Sunrise Festival without the collaboration of the local government unit. So sa pamamagitan po nito, ay na-empower din po natin ang ating mga lokal na gobyerno kung saan idinadaos ang ating Sunrise Festival. So ngayong taon nga lamang po, doon po nagkakaiba dahil mayroon pong pandemic. So, yan pong programa ng ating Sunrise Festival sa ngayon. Iniikot po natin sa iba't ibang bansa, sa iba't ibang kapuluan ng ating bansa, subalit dahil sa pandemic, mag-o-online po tayo. This is the first online festival ng Sunrise. Ngayon, ano po yung advokasya natin? Ganon pa rin po. Maharlika pa rin, change name ng ating bansa. Yung federalismo, kung saan isinusulong po natin ang empowerment, decentralization ng ating gobyerno, which is angkop po sa atin dito, dahil sa ating highly diversified na kapuluan, highly diversified na sosyedad, kung saan maraming tribo ang ating bansa. So ito po ay nag-empower po doon. Kung saan po yung mga iba't ibang tribo natin ay mapagkaisa natin para maging ganap ang tinatawag na pagkakaisa. Ito po ang sinusulong ng ating Sunrise Festival. So ongoing pa rin po to. Yung kanyang advokasya, ganun pa rin po. Nung nakaraang araw, may nakausap ako na kaibigan ko. Nagpapalitan po kami ng kuro-kuro. Ito po siya, hindi po niya alam na ako po ay isa sa mga nagsusulong kung bakit kailangan natin ng change name. Siya nga po pala, yung ating theme sa taong ito ay Maharlika, the pre-colonial name of this country. So, ang sabi po niya, why change name? What's in the name? Sabi ko po doon, parang ganito lang po yan kasimple. Yung pangalan po ay nagbibigay po ng isang psikolohiya sa isang tao para gumalaw, para i-advance yung kanyang gustong gawin na naayon sa kanyang interes. Nagre-react po siya doon. Parang physics po yan. Ang physics po, ganun. That is the law of sound and vibration. Nagre-react po tayo pagka tinawag po tayo doon. Ang bansa po natin parang halaw po sa isang tao na ipinangalan sa kanya na hari ng Espanya. Nung siya ay prinsipe po, papo lamang. Ito ay si Prince Philip ng panahon na yon. Si Prince Philip po, sa ating history, ay isang tao na naging hari at may kaakibat na hindi magandang reputasyon. Namatay po siya sa isang nakakarimarim na sakit, cancer, syphilis po. Siya rin po ay ipinangalan na kang isang magnanakaw at ninakaw pa po niya ang coffers ng Vatican kung saan siya po ay na-excommunicate. Ngayon po, nagpapasalamat din po sa atin dito nung dinala nila kung ano man ang dinala nila dito sa ating bansa at iyon po ay ang reliyon ng kung saan ang bansa natin ay naayon po sa Kristyanismo ngayon, ipinagpasalamat po natin yan. Hindi po natin itinatatwa kung ano man ang naging kontribusyon nila sa ating bansa. Subalit, ang psikolohiya na nagpapaiwan sa atin ay ang psikolohiya ng isang tao kung saan tayo ay ipinapangalan. Naalala ko po noong 1992, nung manalo po si President Ramos noon, nagkaroon po ng isang pag-research niyan at saka isang study. Ang study po noon na kung saan ang namumuno ay si Senator Leticia Ramos Shahani na kanyang kapatid, na found out po nila na yung parang ating bansa ay nawalan po ng direksyon. Nawalan po at nagsasuffer sa isang identity crisis. Naayon po to, sasabi nila doon na parang isang barko na walang kapitan at walang timonel. So, kung mamarapatin nyo po, kung titingnan po natin doon, base doon sa sinabi ng ating Pangulo, at naayon doon sa pagsasaliksik na ginawa ni Leticia Ramos Shahani, kung saan tayo po ay nagsasuffer sa identity crisis, yun po ang nagpapahirap po sa atin ngayon. Dahil po sa psikolohiyang kolonyalismo na ibinigay sa ating pag-iisip. Sana po sa mas malapit na panahon, tayo po ay makawala na dito. Maraming salamat po. Ang inyo pong abang likod, Mr. Ipil Dueñas, Chairman ng AKSM. Marami pong salamat. Magandang hapon.
Maraming salamat, sir, sa iyong mga eksplanasyon at sa ating mga advokasya tungkol sa Maharlika. So sana po ay dumami ang katulad ninyo diyan sa ating Armed Forces of the Philippines, in particular diyan sa PNP, Philippine National Police, na sana po ay suportahan natin ang ating Maharlika sapagkat ito po ay napakagandang bagay na dapat maganap sa ating bayan. Maraming salamat, Colonel. Hanggang sa susunod. Well, ang next na magbibigay ulit, kasi kailangan natin ng inspiration para gumalaw kahit walang pera. Kaya more inspiration para yung spirit of our volunteerism will not subside. Kaya ito ulit, ang inspirasyon at mga paalaala na nagmula kay Ma'am Jennifer Cruz. Siya ngayon ang Assistant Protected Area Superintendent ng Penro Rizal DENR. Let's welcome Ma'am Jennifer.
Isang makakalikasang pagbati sa mga kalahok, panauhin at namamahala ng palatuntunan sa ika-17 ng Maharlika Sunrise Festival. Kami po ay bumabati ng isang maligaya, makabuluhan at higit sa lahat ay ligtas na pagdiriwang. Mula po sa kagawaran ng kapaligiran at likasyaman ng Penro Rizal, ako po ay ang pinatawan ng Protected Area Superintendent ng Pamitinan Protected Landscape na si Pasu Sosima Bilen. Nais ko pong ipakilala ang aking sarili. Ako po si Binibining Jennifer B. Cruz, kasalukuyang Forest Technician 1 at hinirang ng Protected Area Management Board bilang Assistant Protected Area Superintendent. Nais ko pong ibahagi na sa kasalukuyan ang ating mundo ay humaharap sa pandemyang dala ng COVID-19. Dahil dito, lahat po tayo ay apektado. Pinag-iingat po tayo sa maraming bagay na dati na nating nakagawian, tulad ng pakikasalamuha sa maraming tao, nariyan pang hindi tayo pinalalabas ng ating mga bahay. Ngunit, batid ba ninyo na kung mayroon mang positibong dulot ang sakit na ito sa ating mundo, yun ay ang epekto nito sa ating kalikasan. Nakapagpahinga ang ating mundo sa maraming salik na nakasisira sa ating kalikasan. Bagamat, ang lahat ng ito ay kailangan natin sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay. Maraming pag-aaral ang nagpapatunay na simula nang dumating ang pandemya, ang polusyon sa hangin ay bumaba. Samantala, ang mga puok pasyalan pang-ekoturismo naman ay nakapagpahinga sa mga turista. Batid natin kung gaano kayaman ang ating bansa sa magagandang tanawin, lalo na sa mga dinarayong beach resorts, mapalukal man o mga dayuhan. Dahil sa pandemya, ang mga ito ay naging malinis. Ang mga bundok na inaakyat ng mga turista ay binabalikan na ng mga buhay ilang o wildlife. Sa katunayan, ang aming opisina ay 2 beses lang nakapag-turnover sa BMB Rescue Center ng Philippine Hawk Eagle. Kasabay naman ng pandemya ay ang pagkahumaling ng karamihan sa atin sa mga halaman. Naiintindihan po ng aming kagawaran na sa panahong ito ang pag-aalaga ng halaman ay nakatutulong upang mabawasan ang ating stress dulot ng pandemya. Sa hindi inaasahan, ang ating kagubatan ay pinagkukunan na ng mga wild plants na ibinebenta sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ito ay mahigpit pong ipinagbabawal alinsunod sa Republic Act 9147 o Wildlife Resources Conservation and Protection Act. May kaukulyang permiso po dapat sa aming ahensya ang pagbibenta nito. Ngunit kung ito po ay malapit ng maubos, ito po ay hindi pa hihintulutan. Huwag nating tangkilikin ang mga ganitong gawain. Tayo po ay may batas para sa pangangalaga ng ating likasyaman. Hindi po ito sa atin, kundi ito ay hiram lang po natin sa ating mga susunod pang salinlahi. Iminumulat po tayo ng ating kasalukuyang sitwasyon sa maraming aspeto ng buhay. Hindi man sa magandang pamamaraan o pagkakataon na kahinga ang ating mundo, ngunit ito ay nagpapaunawa po sa atin na kailangan din niyang mamahinga. At kapag dumating na ang araw na babalik na tayo sa normal nating sitwasyon, sana ay maisip po natin na maging responsable at mapagmalasakit na mamamayan. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong tuloy-tuloy na dedikasyon at suporta sa mga gawaing pangkalikasan ng aming ahensya. Naway, dumami po ang mga tulad ninyo. Muli, iiwan po namin sa inyo ang mga katagang, bawat isa sa atin ay may gampanin, bawat isa sa atin ay may responsibilidad. Lahat ay may pananagutan. Ang kalikasan ay mabubuhay kahit walang tao, ngunit ang tao ay hindi mabubuhay kailanman kung wala ito. Sapagkat ang kalikasan ay tayo ang kalikasan. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, ma'am. At maaasahan mo habang andyan kami ay magtutulungan po tayo sa pangangalaga ng ating protected area, lalong-lalo na dyan sa PPL. At of course, 10 years na po din kaming member ng PAMBI at before that ay mga 6 years na rin kaming naninirahan dyan sa tinatawag nating Maharlika Paradise. Kaya talaga pong napamahal na rin sa amin ang POC na yan. At nais talaga namin na maprotektahan ang ating mga kapaligiran upang sa ganun ay hindi magkaroon ng maraming pinsala sa mga tao. Maraming salamat po. Ang susunod natin na magbibigay ng inspirasyon o kaalaman ay si Sir Rolando de Luz Santos ng Kasugbu or Kaigsuunang Subuhanon. This is a people's organization based in Cebu. Ito ay tinatawag niyang The Earth Moves.
The earth moves. It is said that everything is dynamic, nothing is static. All are marching ahead, all are moving on. In the material world, movement and inertia come directly from the creative will of the macrocosm. Movement is all-pervading and multi-directional. Nature always undergoes metamorphosis. Change is the only constant thing in the cosmos. Hello everyone, I am Rabi from Cebu, island of Maharlika. Now, what is movement? In physics, movement or motion is the phenomenon in which an object changes its position over time. It is described in terms of displacement, distance, velocity, acceleration, speed, and time. Movement manifests through waves. Everything in the universe can be considered to be in motion. In a discourse by Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar, a spiritualist and social thinker, he said that the panoramic universe is something circumrotarian, meaning it moves around its own nucleus, and the nucleus is also moving, but without change in space. This is made possible only if everything lies within. The nucleus has three expressions in the physical, psychic, and spiritual world. Earth moves in many ways. It is constantly moving since its formation. Heat and gravity shape evolution. There were changes in the terrain and structure. Constant volcanic eruptions happened, tectonic plate shifting the continents, raising mountains or submerging land, altering weather and atmospheric conditions. The magnetic field changed and polar reversals occurred, all of which set in motion and adjusted to the physical conditions of a given time, recreating life in various forms and stages, going through mass extinctions, further evolving through several periods and ages. The whole planet itself spins, revolves around the sun, tilts, swings, interacts with other heavenly bodies in its own and outside of the solar system. The sun is flying through its Milky Way galaxy towards other stars, with Earth and other planets tucked in its gravity. After 14 million years, due to gravitational pull of other stars, the sun will slow down and goes back to where it started. The galaxy also rotates, also moving up relative to the galactic disk. Galaxies move as if they are drawn towards that great mysterious attraction. Our Mother Earth, the third planet with a distance of 150 million kilometers from the sun, and the only astronomical object known to harbor life, so they say. The form of Earth is an oblate spheroid. Its spin causes it to be squashed at the poles and swollen at the equator. So why does the Earth and other planets rotate and revolve at all? Well, about 8 billion years ago, there was no solid structure in the world, and Earth was a glowing gas. Then, about 3.5 billion years later, the cloud began to collapse, flattening into giant disks that rotated faster and faster. The sun formed at the center, and the swirling clouds and dust, and the rest of the spinning disk clumped together to produce planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. The reason why so many objects orbit the Sun in nearly the same direction is that they all form from the same disk. Clumps of matter of all sizes often collided and either struck together or sideswiped each other, knocking off pieces and sending each other spinning. Landmass appeared 2.33 billion years ago after Earth cooled down. Then at least 30 million years ago, a plutonic earthquake occurred. Some lands submerged and some emerged. In this way, a group of 503 oceanic islands comprising Malaysia and the Philippine Islands or Maharlika were also formed, including the emergence of the Himalayas. At present, the gravitational interaction between Earth and the Moon causes the tides. It stabilizes Earth's orientation on its axis, which is tilted at 23.4 degrees, and gradually slows its rotation down. The rate of rotation, if we base time to other distant stars, takes 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4 seconds. The speed of spin is 1,670 kilometers per hour, measured from the equator in the eastward direction. Earth revolves around the Sun in counterclockwise direction if viewed from above the solar plane, and takes 365 and 1/4 days to complete one circular trip. The speed of revolution is 108,000 kilometers per hour, covering a distance of 942 million kilometers to get back to the same exact position. Since the path of revolution or the Earth's orbit is not a perfect circle, but an ellipse or oval-shaped pattern called elliptical orbit, then its distance from the Sun varies from day to day. During revolution, sunlight hits different parts of Earth at various angles as the tilt is farthest away or nearest towards the Sun, causing yearly changes in climate called the 4 seasons. Earth has a central solid iron core and an outermost liquid core. The core is responsible for gravity and magnetic field, which helps to deflect harmful charged particles coming from the Sun. The magnetic field is generated by currents flowing in the Earth's outer core. From the notes of Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar, he said that history moves in rhythmic waves. It moves and moves, followed by a galloping jump, continues to move further until such time there are more galloping jumps or epoch-making eras. We have just passed the threshold of the new era and must be ready for such great change. Otherwise, balance will be lost. In the process of movement, there cannot be a steady movement but must be acceleration or retardation. In the history of the world, there has been 2 significant ice ages from the point of view of the development of life. After the first age, there were big advances in life form. Animals became gigantic and so many ages passed. After the second ice age, large animals disappeared and smaller ones came. Another ice age is coming, which is already overdue, bringing entire change in the structural side of Earth. Magnetic poles are on the move and are shifting, with magnetic North Pole accelerating in northward motion to 40 kilometers annually since recording it in the 1830s. It is changing and has weakened at 10% according to NASA. The North Pole is closing or going closer to the tropical regions, and the South Pole is coming closer to the Western Hemisphere. Polar ice will melt and the ocean level will rise. Tidal waves will happen throughout the globe. The Pacific Ocean will become colder and frozen. Seasonal pattern will change. Rainfall and climatic variations will have an impact on flora and fauna. The magnetic field will affect all the cellular structures of all living creatures. before the final massive polar shift happens, there will be great biological change in human beings and animals, in every entity, animate or inanimate, changes in the intellectual, in the socio-economic, political, and cultural spheres. Planet Mars had tilted before, and now has a very weak magnetic field, making it inhabitable. Nothing in the universe can remain for two moments at the same time. Nature always undergoes metamorphosis, and it is taking place now in the realm of the physical and psychic structure. We must be ready and prepare for this natural change and apply neo-humanism so that it won't be too difficult for us then when the time comes. In the 1500s, Copernicus published a radical theory of the solar system in which he proposed that the planets revolve around the sun. His book changed how we view our universe. From its title, we get the word revolution, meaning action giving rise to radical change in society. We in the SAMAJ group is advocating the universal principles of PROUD, or progressive utilization theory, particularly for the welfare of the local society and Maharlika in general. It is a revolutionary principle, too advanced in this time, but needed to be implemented now without delay. We are living in these exciting times, and we cannot stop nature on its natural course, but we have a sacred and benevolent mission to fulfill. The future of mankind is bright. I believe that in the very near future, Maharlika, our country with its rightful name, will be shining and glittering like gold.
Maraming salamat ulit, Sir Lando. Napaka-scientific na mga explanation. The Earth moves. Actually, narinig ko na rin yan noon pa, yung pole shift, kung paano nag-change ang North at saka South Poles. At nabigyan ng mga konting paliwanag kung bakit dito sa tropical ay mayroong mga mammoth na nakikita nito sa, palagay ko, sa Antarctica. At yung mga bagay-bagay na nandito sa tropical ay nakikita doon sa North. So, paano nangyari yon? Isa lang daw ang mga explanation ng mga dalubhasang siyentipiko dito ay ang the Earth moves. Okay, ang susunod ay magbibigay naman sa atin ng aliw. At based pa rin sa Cebu. Ito ay isang music performance from Kasugbo Samadhi. Pakinggan po natin sila. Yun. So, ano ang sagot sa problema? Musika. At samadhi ay parang equivalent to ng nirvana. Isa itong inner happiness na hindi nagbibili ng pera. So, ito yung ibig sabihin ng samadhi. Internal happiness that money can't buy. So, thank you po sa grupo na ito. At saka, syempre, paano po tayo magiging happy? Kailangan mayroon tayong masasarap at healthy na pagkain. Kaya, dito po natin pakikinggan si Ma'am Annalisa Dala ng Food and Eco Revolution. Siya po ang advocate ng Food and Eco Revolution dito sa Cebu. I mean, sa Cebu Island, sa Visayas. Pakinggan po natin si Ma'am Annalisa Dala.
Mabuhay! Welcome to the 17th MAHARLIKA Sunrise Online Festival. I'm very grateful for having me as part of your guests to celebrate the momentous MAHARLIKA Sunrise Festival. I'm with you in this movement to reclaim our true name from Pilipinas to Maharlika, to claim our greatness, the great Maharlika. So, let me tell you, do you know that your body was not designed to be ill, sick, or frail? Do you know that we are not supposed to be experiencing this pandemic? Yes, your body is exquisitely designed to thrive and function brilliantly. Our body, your body deserves not just to thrive, not just to cope or adopt, but to actually love life. Hi, my name is Annalisa Dala and I'm a food and eco-revolution advocate and I'm on a mission. I'm here to empower you to honor and respect your body by eating right. I always share my knowledge and I always inspire you to protect yourself and your family from disease. Our body is our vehicle for life. As long as we have this body, live in it, love and honor it, respect and cherish it, treat it well, and it will serve you back the kindest possible you could ever imagine. The rewards are amazing. You feel light and yet full of energy. You will have that forever young feel. You feel beautiful. You feel sharp. And you feel good about yourself, and most importantly, you feel loved by nature. To respect your body means to hold it high in regard and honor it. When you respect your body, it's like you are in partnership with it. Your body will honor you when you honor it. Nature will honor you when you honor your body, because we are all connected. When you continue to abuse or neglect your body, it will break down in various ways until you learn the lesson of respect. That's why we get sick. That's why we have this pandemic. What you are to your body is what you are to the environment. So learning to respect your body is vital. Vital for our health and vital for this planet. For the past 5 years, I have been active on Eat Your Gulay campaign to inspire everyone to eat real food. Real food means local, fresh, and natural. Again, real food means local, fresh, and natural. So here's my journey.
Lately I've been winning battles left and right, but even winners can get wounded in the fight. People say that I'm amazing, I'm strong beyond my years, but they don't see inside of me. I'm hiding all the tears. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know when no one is around. I drop my sword and I cry for just a while. 'Cause deep inside this armor amazing, I never face retreat. But they don't see the enemies that laid me at his feet. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my... Lately I've been winning battles left and right. But even winners can get wounded in the fight. People say that I'm amazing, I'm strong beyond my years. But they don't see inside of me, hiding all the tears. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and I cry for just a while. 'Cause deep inside need a quiet place to rest. People say that I'm amazing, I never face retreat. But they don't see the enemies that laid me at his feet. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and I cry for just a while. 'Cause deep inside this armor, the warrior is a child. Lately I've been winning battles left and right. But even winners can get wounded in the fight. People say that I'm amazing, I'm strong beyond my years. But they don't see inside of me, hiding all the tears. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and I cry for just a while. 'Cause deep inside this arms retreat. But they don't see the enemies that laid me at his feet. They don't know that I come running home. The warrior is a child. I'm on a unafraid because his armor is the best. But even soldiers need a quiet place to rest. People say that I'm amazing, I never face retreat. But they don't see the enemies that lay me at his feet. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and I cry for just a while, 'cause deep inside this armor, the warrior is. But they don't see inside of me. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and I cry for just a while, 'cause deep inside this armor, the warrior is a child. I'm unafraid because his armor is the best. But even soldiers need a quiet place to rest. People say that I'm amazing, I never face retreat. But they don't see the enemies that lay me at his feet.
Mag-encourage ka ninyo, labi na ka ninyong mga nanay, na tagaan ninyong lutuan ninyong pasustan sa...
I drop my sword and I cry for just a while, 'cause deep inside this armor, the warrior is a child. Lately I've been winning battles left and right, but even winners can get wounded in the fight. People say that I'm amazing, I'm strong beyond my years, but they don't see inside of me. I'm hiding all the tears. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. Picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and I look up for a smile, 'cause deep inside this armor, deep inside this armor, deep inside this armor, the warrior is child.
So I promise to continue this advocacy, to continue this movement, the Cebu Food Revolution, and I am also advocating slow food movement, to inspire everyone to rediscover our historical food culture and old-fashioned food traditions.
Thank you po, Ma'am Lisa. Talagang the future diet of humanity is healthy food. Wala po tayong kawala yan kasi a healthy body is a healthy mind. If our body is not healthy, our mind is not also healthy. So we have to eat food that nourish the body and nourish the mind. Salamat po. Well, ang mga musicians natin ay may malaking ginagampanan sa ating lipunan. Kaya ang susunod po natin na program, let us welcome Sir Dines Daguman. susunod natin ay from the Farmers Band. Alam mo, itong Farmers Band ay talagang patuloy na nagtatanim ang mga ito ng mga magagandang advokasya all over the land. May mga awit po sila sa YouTube na sinusundan na ng mga 7.5 million na mga nanonood. Kaya pakinggan po natin sila. Maghahandog sila ng isang patriotic song.
Upang makamit ang kaunlaran, sino ang tunay na nagmamahal sa kanyang bayan? Ay siyang pinagkakaisahan. Minumura, kinukot siya, sinisira ang magandang nagawa. Siya pa ngayon ang masama. Sa kanyang bayan, umuusbong mga proyekto dahil hindi nanloloko. Nag-iisip ng kabutihan para sa mga tao, hindi katulad ng mga dilaw na nasa Eniloro. Kung sino ang tunay na nagmamahal sa kanyang bayan, ay siyang pinagkakaisahan. Minumura, kinukot siya, sinisira ang magandang nagawa. Siya pa ngayon ang masama. Sino ang tunay na nagmamahal sa kanyang bayan? Ay siyang pinagkakaisahan. Minumura, kinukot siya, sinisira ang magandang nagawa. Siya pa ngayon ang masama. Sa kanyang bayan, tapos na ang termino ng mga manloloko. Kaya mga Pilipino, ibulat ang mata ninyo. Ito ang tunay na pagbabago. Kung sino ang tunay na nagmamahal sa kanyang bayan, ay siyang pinagkakaisahan. Minumura, kinukot siya, sinisira ang magandang nagawa. Siya pa ngayon ang masama. Sino ang tunay na nagmamahal sa kanyang bayan, ay siyang pinagkakaisahan. Minumura, kinukot siya, sinisira ang magandang nagawa. Siya pa ngayon ang masama. Sa kanyang bayan.
Farmers Band. Okay. Ang susunod natin ay Leaping Maharlika by Baltasar Palma of Antipolo City. It's a song and a greetings for the 17th Maharlika Online Sunrise Festival. Ang susunod po ay ang isa na namang inspirational message by Sir Joel Bilinan at siya ngayon ang current, ang kasama president or ang katipunan ng mga samahang Maharlika based in Baguio City. Please welcome Sir Joel Bilinan.
To all the Kasama and MAWF officials which I am sure are watching now, led by ang Kasama Chairman Police Colonel Epel Dueñas, MAWF President Asian Bugnosen, MAWF Secretary General Dennis Regalia, National Coordinator Deo Palma, ang kasama Ambassador Raymond Bagatsing, ang kasama Secretary General Terry Flores, other MAWF officials Danilo Mumudalisay, Florence Cinco, Freddy Dose, Chinmaya Relieta, and all the others. I cannot all recall their names. You made miracles in the organizing and making this unique system of festival that come into reality. Before the advent of this pandemic, it has never crossed my mind that such kind of festival is even feasible. But now, I cannot even find the words in my limited vocabulary to describe this accomplishment. To our guest lecturers and workshop handlers, our artists who without you, this Sunrise Festival would not have been feasible, COVID or no COVID. Let me greet all of you through my native Igorot Kankanay greetings. Gawis or kawis ay agaw am in. And of course, to our vernacular Maharlikan greetings, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning. The very first Sunrise Festival was held in 2004, but first actual attendance that I attended was during the 4th Sunrise Festival here in my hometown, Baguio City in 2008. I witnessed how MAWF organizer made an impossible into something possible. It was due to such passion, dedication, determination, and commitment that made the Maharlika Sunrise Festival continued for now and almost 2 decades, bringing us to this 17th staging. This present global situation came during our time, and as such, whether we like it or not, we have to face the challenge straight, without any intent of evasion. One such example of facing this challenge is how our brothers and sisters in the MAWF and ang Kasama made this year's Sunrise Festival possible under the present circumstances, using the human society's advancement in technology and innovativeness of every participant. Thus, the praise, no problems or obstacles that comes into our way are bigger than our capacity to resolve is true, as shown by this festival. These past 2 days, we have watched and listened to the performances and artworks that have been submitted by each and every participant. The talents and skills of our brothers and sisters coming from the north to south of our beloved Maharlika are truly amazing. Indeed, the very meaning of Maharlika, small but great in spirit, is very true, as had been defined by the greatest 21st century philosopher Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar. Since the first Sunrise Festival, it had been a unique one and unique as it is. First, because it was conceptualized as a roving festival, moving from one place to another. It had already gone from Luzon and Mindanao. Second, that it had been made possible even without budget in the real sense of organizing events of this kind. And third, it had been weathering all obstacles by the sheer dedication of organizers from MAWF and the Kasama, backed by our volunteers and supported by artists, writers, volunteer lecturers, and workshop conductors, sponsors, and of course, local government units that have been hosting this festival. This year, we might add one more, as the Maharlika Sunrise Virtual or Online Festival is maybe the first festival of its kind. Yes, Big festivals with big budgets, such as the Panagbunga festivals, among others, are being cancelled this year. But the Maharlika Sunrise Festival is not, and instead, we now pioneer this festival online. Having said that, in behalf of the Angkasama boards, which now ordered this brother of yours to lead the Angkasama movement in the next 2 years, expressed our heartfelt gratitude that despite this pandemic, we all made this event possible. As we continue on our number one advocacy of the Angkasama and the MAWF, including that of the Sunrise Fest, which is the renaming of our country to Maharlika, our nation's pre-colonial name. Thus, this year's theme, Maharlika, pre-colonial name, is most fitting. While the whole world goes on trial with this pandemic, we cannot slip into our laurels, nor can we drag our feet. Instead, we should persevere on our advocacy, using every legal means possible. We use the arts in all mediums as we do here during the Sunrise Festival. We use the social media and the mainstream media, among others. We hope that with the recent development in the field of science and technology, this world crisis will be gone before the next Sunrise Festival in 2021. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge the support of the missionaries from the Ananda Marga group, who in one way or another have been supporting us through their spiritual inspirations and guidance of most of the leaders in the Angkasama and the MAWF. May you continue on your mission and may you live long. Long live Maharlika, mabuhay Maharlika, matago-tagot ako, amin.
Yun, si Sir Joel po, ang kanina, anong first day, no? Yung nag-perform sa Burnham Park. Siya po yun, yung martial artist. Well, ang susunod po natin, alam nyo, sa Maharlika Artists and Writers Federation, lahat po ng mga tumutulong sa atin ay pawang mga volunteers. Kaya, ang Maharlika ay gumawa ng isang program para mabigyan ng kahalagahan ang mga pagtulong na ito ng mga ating mga volunteers, artists, musician. At kaya ito po ay nagkaroon ng Dangal Maharlika Award. Dangal Maharlika Award is the highest award na binibigay ng Maharlika Artists Writers Federation doon sa mga volunteers sa iba't ibang mga proyekto para bigyan nga po ng halaga ang kanilang mga naiambag para sa paglago ng kilusang art and music. At ito po, dangal ng Maharlika Award to Sheila May Bacalya, Joko Cruz, and Ismael Quintana. Sila po ang ating mga napiling tumanggap ng award, Maharlika Volunteers of the Year. At of course, mayroon tayong Partner of the Year at yan ay walang iba kundi ang Progressive Network System, Universal Network, PNS. Yan po sila ngayon ang nag-host sa atin dito sa ating online Sunrise Festival. Kaya tayo kahit na may pandemya at hindi nakagalaw ay tuloy-tuloy ang pagsikat ng araw. At sa tulong po ni Direktor Chinmaya Relita, naging isang makatotohanan ang pagsikat ng araw dito sa ika-17 anibersaryo ng Sunrise Festival. Maraming salamat. Dangal ng Maharlika Award to Sheila May Bacalya, ng Maharlika Award to Joko Cruz, Dangal ng Maharlika Award to Ismael Quintana. Dangal ng Maharlika Award to Progressive Network System Universal Network.
Seventeenth Maharlika Online Sunrise Festival, November 27, 28, 29, 2020. Hosted by Raymond Bagatsing, Maharlika Ambassador. Maharlika, the pre-colonial name of the Philippines.
We would like to give our sincerest respect to thank and acknowledge the following government agencies, private sectors, and entities who have given their continuous positive support for this event to happen even during the pandemic, and made it possible via digital online broadcast programming. Thank you and God bless us all.